YouTube, YT Nation, what it is, man. It's your boy Menace coming at you guys with video number 2 on the day. If you guys see me looking around, I'm just checking around on my laptop. I got a couple of windows up, so don't mind that. Don't pay attention to that. Coming at you guys with my second video of the day. This video is a little closer, a little more near and dear to my heart. This is a what is wrong with WWE at the moment? Not WWE as a whole, not WWE as a collective, WWE in particular spurts, WWE on a specific time slot during the week, and I'm talking about Monday Night Raw. This show, increasingly over the past 3.5 years, pretty much, I want to say directly after the Shield debuted, has slowly but surely fallen off a fucking cliff. There, for some reason, appears to be no sense of direction, no creativity, ideas, or even good rehashes at this point. Like, it's getting to a point with me where I'll never stop watching WWE. I'll never stop watching wrestling. And one of the reasons that I had to get this mic and get this laptop and get this damn Logitech is because I, as a consumer, have a right to speak up when I invest myself in something and I see it not going the way it should, the way it could. Especially when I could cut on SmackDown on a Tuesday, the next day, the very next day, 24 hours later, and it's great, it's phenomenal. AJ Styles? It's AJ Styles? No, I'm just playing. It is AJ Styles, but y'all know what I'm talking about here. First off, I would like to address the elephant in the room, being Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Vince, I love you. I'll always love you. You have given me some of the greatest moments I had as a child growing up. I was incredibly enthralled and entertained by your program at all times, you and WCW, to be honest. When all my friends are watching Dragon Ball Z and watching Pokemon, I was watching wrestling. That's a fact. When all my friends were outside playing Yu-Gi-Oh and shooting toy guns, I was in my house playing with my wrestlers, bro. That's what was happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, this company has been a major part of my life, and it is almost like one of the driving forces in why I make music today. I love entertaining people. I love watching them entertain people. It's like it's almost kind of like a give back from me. I feel like as much entertainment as they've given me, I feel like that's one thing I could do is at least try to help entertain and help them also. But I need them to help themselves, because we're getting to a point now where we're talking about a show here with consistently 4 divas at any given time fighting over a title. And we're supposed to make this stretch out the duration of a year. Since WrestleMania last year, when the women's championship was debuted, we have had 8 women's champions. I believe Charlotte won 4 times, right? 4 for her, Sasha 3, and then Bayley on Monday, right? So why is there not a consistent, easy to follow storyline like there is on SmackDown? We understand that Mickie James doesn't like Becky Lynch. We understand that Mickie James doesn't see herself in Becky Lynch. She doesn't see Trish in her. She doesn't see Star in her. She wants to take her out now because she feels like she's doing her a favor. She's not gonna make it. You got, like, Sasha is amazing. I love her. I love Charlotte. I love Bayley. I even like Nia Jax a little bit. I feel like she has potential to grow, and if she can develop more and I feel like she has good mannerisms in the ring. I want her to be a little bit more agile with the moves she does. I want her to be a little bit more quick of foot with the things she does. Like, I like what she does. She's very big. She's very imposing. She towers over the Divas, and I like that. And that lends itself to a slower, more methodical pace. But I would like to see her pick it up more. I would like to see her be on some, not to this level, but on some 2002, 2003 Samoa Joe type ish. Like, I'm bigger than you, but I'm also faster than you somehow. Like, I will destroy you. I want her to be like a wrecking ball. But besides the fact that she's built like one and she's dressed like a cheap one, I don't have much character investment in her from that point. We have Charlotte, who is basically at this point the female Roman Reigns. She has a pay-per-view streak. I don't know if you guys are paying attention. I don't know if WWE won't allow you guys not to pay attention, especially Monday Night Raw. We're specifically talking about Monday Night Raw for this particular portion of the show. Why is it that Charlotte can't lose on a pay-per-view, but she can lose like a motherfucker on Monday Night Raw? Anybody? Why is it that the most dominant women's champion, when the lights are on her, when everybody's watching on Monday Night Raw, because not everybody has WWE Network, not everybody can afford to pay $50 to watch a pay-per-view every single month. So when they get to see Charlotte, they want to see Charlotte. They see Charlotte win the title every pay-per-view. So when it comes to Monday Night Raw, they want to see her, right? They want to see her dominate. They want to see her be great. And for some reason, every episode of Monday Night Raw that I've watched recently, Charlotte has lost to Bayley. Charlotte has lost to Bayley how many times in the past 2 months? Like 6? What are we doing? Where are we going? The rumor is that we're getting a fatal 4-way match at WrestleMania. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. Why? Why is it so hard for you to just make a storyline that makes sense for all of these women? I don't understand. Let's take this back to the draft. Hindsight is 2020, but let's take this back to the draft. When WWE drafted Sasha, and they drafted Charlotte, and they drafted Nia Jax, and they drafted Emma, and they drafted who the fuck else do they have? Alicia Fox and fucking Summer Rae, who I haven't seen since the draft started. With these 5 divas, at the time, Charlotte was the champion, right? She won it at Mania, if I'm not mistaken, or if I'm spazzing, let me know. I know it wasn't Sasha. So you keep the title on Charlotte. If you know early that you want to extend this pay-per-view streak, you should have extended that streak out until October, Hell in a Cell in Boston, Sasha's hometown, and gave her the title then. Fuck SummerSlam. You make the fans hate her at SummerSlam. You give Charlotte the ultimate advantage. She takes out Sasha before SummerSlam, but Sasha's still the ultimate babyface. She wants to compete. She's not gonna go out there and just let this title opportunity pass her by because you want to attack me backstage. You want to weaken me. Now I know I can beat you. I know I can do this. So I'm gonna step in the ring, and you have Charlotte win that match, and it just slowly build to that October night where Sasha in her hometown was supposed to get the job done and win. Well, she lost. She lost at home. So, like I said, we should have done that leading into this point where Sasha has been the champion since October, and now the arrogance, the cockiness, the confidence is getting to her head. That's the story we should be telling right now. We should be talking about how Sasha won the title in October, and ever since then, there has been a slow character change in her. She has let the power, the money go to her head. How hard is that? And when you have the divas of the likes of Alicia Fox, and you have well, maybe not Emma, but you have a Summer Rae, and you have a Tamina, you put them out there with Sasha, so she's not fighting Charlotte every week, so she's not fighting Bayley every week, and she can actually have some competition to go over, to be dominant against. So when you put her up against a Bayley or a Charlotte, it makes sense. You're like, oh, it's about to go down. We got 2 champions about to clash here. We ain't got 2 scrubs. Which football game are you more likely to watch? The Browns and the Jaguars, or the Patriots and the Seahawks? Patriots and Cowboys, Packers and Steelers. I don't care. Two marquee teams versus two scrub teams. Oh, and then let's make it even. Which game would you rather watch? Say like a Baltimore versus Pittsburgh, or New England versus Detroit. I'll just say Detroit because while Brady's there, they're not beating New England anyway. So, which one are you rather watching? You want to see that divisional rivalry, that game that you know is going to be competitive, that game that you know is going to be close, it's going to be tight, it's going to come down to. You want to watch that game? Exactly. What are we doing here? Number 2, the Seth Rollins dilemma. Hindsight being 2020. There's going to be one the playlist on this channel, Hindsight. We're going to go back and we are going to murk WWE for every bad decision they have ever made. I am going to make a note of it. Every single one of them is going to be on my page. It's going to be like 189 videos of every terrible decision WWE has ever made that in hindsight has cost them money. Book it. It's happening. Okay. Number 2, the Seth Rollins dilemma. Triple H came out and cost Seth Rollins his opportunity at the WWE title after, what was that, SummerSlam? Finn won at SummerSlam, got hurt, relinquished the title, and then they had that tournament, right? Oh, no. No, they had the tournament to go up because Finn beat Roman. Okay. So then they had the Fatal 4-Way match, but I believe they had like the little tournament in the night to get to that match, if I'm not mistaken. Triple H comes out, pedigrees Seth Rollins, gives the title to Kevin Owens, basically. We don't see Triple H again for almost 7 months. Now Seth Rollins is hurt. Hindsight being 2020, should we really have waited this long to get the build-up going? Now look, there's a way that you could potentially save this. And it's a match that I don't even particularly want because I've already seen it 6 times. But you know what? You know what you can do? Because I seen a picture of Finn Balor chilling in Seth Rollins' hospital room. That may be WWE's only saving grace. They might have told Finn to do that. I'm almost certain they told Finn to do that. When Finn comes back, there is a very good chance he's going to be going up against Samoa Joe. In my mind, there is a very good chance. And they need it. They need it so bad because for some reason, I love Triple H. I love Paul Levesque. I love what he is taking time out to do in NXT, the superstars he's helping develop. He is helping make WWE a better place for tomorrow, and I am unconditionally grateful to him for that. What I will not tolerate or accept, however, is him being the mind that he is in this business. He knows that you can't just let a few go cold like that. He knows this. Why did he allow this to happen? What was the point of this? Seth Rollins was on Raw every single week fighting Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho for nothing. Teaming with Roman Reigns for nothing. It meant nothing. Why did we see that match so many times? That match could have still meant something if Triple H would have done all of this earlier. Honestly, this could have saved Seth Rollins earlier. You really could have, after this, I guess you wanted to wait till after Royal Rumble to completely finish things off with Nakamura and Joe and everything, and with Nakamura losing to Bobby Roode, Joe being on the way up. He's pretty much done everything that there was for him to do. I get that. You wanted to finish that. That's fine, Triple H. I got you, Hunter. It's cool. What I don't understand is you already picked a guy in Kevin Owens. You leave. You come back 7 months later with a new guy. But on past Monday Night Raw, you pull Kevin Owens to the side. You say, hey, I need to talk to you. And then next thing you know, Chris Jericho is getting destroyed. So what exactly are we building to here now? With that being said, because even before Seth got hurt, that loophole was still there. It was still there. Are you going to explain this off as Triple H coming back as a heel when he's pretty much aligning two of the baddest, like most believable, tough superstars of this particular generation in his stable? How are they going to get booed? Going up against Roman Reigns? Really? Is that what you think is for? Really? We finna have Samoa Joe and potentially Kevin Owens added onto that after like WrestleMania. Potentially. This is just me thinking right now. There's no shoot. I don't have any information on this. This is just me going here. If you're telling me we are eventually going to get to a point where it's going to be Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens, and they're going up against Roman Reigns, I am going to be sick to my stomach as a fan. Would you like to know why? I know. You know, everybody watching this video knows that there is no chance in hell that Roman is going to lose to Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens back to back. That ain't going to happen. Oh, and I don't care. Matter of fact, I'll even revise that sentence. Even if Roman Reigns loses every single time they wrestle on Monday Night Raw or at the end of the night, somehow, some way, he is going to end up looking good. Somehow, some way, I don't care if they beat him up in the middle of the ring, and then they go back and they're getting dressed and they get ready to leave in the limo and they open the limo door. Roman's gonna be in the limo, bro. Roman is going to be in the limo, bro. I'm telling you, they are going to make him look good. So I don't want this. I don't want Roman versus Taker at Mania. I don't want Roman versus Goldberg. I don't want Goldberg versus Lesnar. I don't want Goldberg versus Owens. If the WWE is about to let Goldberg come back and squash Kevin Owens, according to the reports that I've been seeing, he gonna squash him. He gonna do what? Goldberg is finna come back and squash who? Me? Goldberg, a 50-year-old man, is finna come back and squash a much more athletic, much more physically talented wrestler than he ever has been in his life. I thought that in professional sports, the better man won. Isn't that the point of sports? The better man wins. Why in the fuck are we about to potentially have a match where Bill Goldberg is about to squash the heavyweight champion of Monday Night Raw, who has been booked terribly, I might add, who has been made to look like nothing but a complete joke his entire reign, I might add. I might need to throw that in there. I totally forgot to say that earlier. So this would just be the icing on the shitty cupcake. I promise. Like, this would be the cherry on top of the poopy icing on the shitty cupcake, bro. This would just do it in. Like, what are we doing? What are we really genuinely, honestly doing, bro? You cannot allow your guys that are there every single day, every single week, every single month of the year, especially a guy like Kevin Owens, who since he's been on the main roster has been pretty healthy and has been there almost every single week, has maintained and been in mostly your best segments through the past 6 to 8 months. The only things that's really been keeping Monday Night Raw afloat. You want to job him out to a 50-year-old man so you can put on a match at WrestleMania that we all know is going to be garbage? Why? Are y'all getting what I'm saying now? Why would you purposefully do dumb things? I don't get it. Why? Who are we benefiting here? Why does Goldberg deserve this? Yes, Goldberg is one of the greatest WCW created superstars in the history of professional wrestling. Goldberg, up there with Booker T and up there with DDP, is one of WCW's greatest creations. As far as anything else goes, As far as putting him in the ring, as far as anything like that, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. Goldberg back in 1999 was incredibly believable. Goldberg was a 6'4", 6'5", 280-pound former football player who was built like a Greek god and was just absolutely dominating competition, bigger, sometimes faster, sometimes stronger. It didn't matter. Goldberg was destroying them all. That was believable. It's 2017 now. Goldberg is. Hold on. Hold on. I have a freaking iPhone. Hold on. Siri. How old is Bill Goldberg? Bill Goldberg is 50 years old. Are we about to have a 50-year-old world heavyweight champion? When Sami Zayn is out here doing freaking planches off the ropes every night? Really? Killing himself every night? You want to get a title to a 50-year-old man? Really? Bet. You know what? You want me to be real with you, Vincent, K? You want me to be real honest with you? I wouldn't be mad at all if Cesaro leaves. I wouldn't be mad at all if Apollo Crews leaves. I wouldn't be mad at all if AJ Styles woke up one day and was like, if you ever decided to put me on Monday Night Raw, I would like to have my contract voided and immediately return back to Ring of Honor in New Japan. I am happy that there are people on this planet. There are excellent wrestlers such as a Kenny Omega, such as an Okada, a Tanahashi, a Naito, Ibushi, the Young Bucks, ACH, the Hardys, Matt Taven, there's still so many guys out there that will never sign to you practicing business like this, bro. I have went on a tirade. I don't even have notes. I don't know what I'm saying. Monday Night Raw is the drizzling shits. I hate it. I'm sure you hate it. Thanks for watching.